Hi guys, yeah, welcome back to the channel. So on today's tutorial, I'm going to be making this beautiful bubu gown with front drape that you can see right here on your screen. So this style here was the inspiration for this particular tutorial. So if this is something you're interested in learning how to make, just keep watching the video to the end and let's get into it. Thank you. So guys, this is the fabric we are going to be making use of, and this is a silk fabric. So I have total of 4 years for this particular silk fabric. Guys, this fabric is not easy to work with. So I have 4 years. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is to be folding this fabric into 4. So I'll just go ahead and fold my fabric into 4. So guys, I'm done folding this fabric into 4, and this is what it looks like. Look at this part. This is the part that is open, and this other part is the part that is folded. Now I'll be using this pattern paper for an illustration on how I was able to fold my dress into 4. Now assuming this is our fabric, the first thing you're going to be doing is to fold your fabric into 2 like this. Look at what I'm doing. Go ahead and fold your fabric into 2 like this. Now after folding into 2, this is what you'll be having. Go ahead and pick one edge of the fabric and fold again. So now you have fold this fabric into 4. So now you're having a 4 fold. As you can see, 1 2 3 4, and this part is unfold, and this is the part that is opening. So you can see what I have on this particular pattern paper is the same thing I have on my fabric. So I'll go ahead and repeat that same process again so that you can understand what we did there. So assuming this is your fabric, you'll go ahead and pick the edge and fold it like this into 2, and then you go ahead and fold again like this. So you have fold it into 4. Now we'll start by taking our necessary measurements. Now the first thing I'm going to be doing is to divide my shoulder into 2. So the shoulder I was working with is 16 inches. I divided it into 2 and I mark 8 inches. Now I'll be taking my neck width of 3 inches. Now I'll go ahead and take the back neck depth first. So my back neck depth is 1.5 inches, and I'll go ahead and connect it to the neck width to form our back neckline. Now I'll go ahead and mark my sleeve length. So for my shoulder part, I went ahead to mark my sleeve length. So I'm using the rest of the remaining fabric for my sleeve length. Now I'll be coming down by 1 inches for my shoulder slant. So I'll place my tape on my shoulder and I'll be coming down by 1.5 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect it to my neck width. So when you mark your sleeve length and you come down by 1.5 inches, go ahead and connect it to your neck width, not your shoulder part, is your neck width. Now from that part that I came down by, I'll go ahead and determine how wide I want my sleeve to be. So I'll go ahead and mark my sleeve opening of 13 inches. So I marked 13 inches for my sleeve opening. You can do more than that, you can do less than that, depending on how you want your sleeve to be like. So I just place my tape on the main shoulder to determine the length so that I can transfer it to the center of my fabric so that I can have a straight line. So I just went ahead to mark the same thing and extend my line inwards. Now I'll place my tape on the shoulder. So what I did now, I placed my tape on the shoulder and I marked my hip depth. I marked the length of my hip from my shoulder to my hip. Now I'll also mark the full length of this particular gown. So guys, I'm making use of the full length of this fabric. So I use 4 years and I'm making use of the complete full length, which the total inches is 72 inches. Now on this part that I mark as my sleeve opening, I will start taking my measurement. Now go ahead and divide your hip circumference into 4. So you're going to be making use of your hip, not your bust circumference, not your waist circumference. Mark your hip circumference by 4 and mark it there. Then you are going to be adding extra allowance that will be forming that bubu inferred. So you can go ahead and mark 4 5 6 inches, but what I decided to make use of for mine was 3.5 inches. I didn't want mine to be too big on me, I just wanted it moderate, so I marked 3.5 inches. But if you want your bubu gown to be free and looking that bubu inferred, please go ahead and mark 5 to 6 inches. Now I went ahead and measured what I have at that line. So whatever I have there, that is what I'm going to be marking to the full length of my dress. So whatever I have on that first line, I'll go ahead and take it down straight to the full length of my dress. So you'll be taking the same measurement to the full length of your dress. So once I'm done doing that, I'll just go ahead and connect all the dotted lines together. So I'll go ahead and connect all of them together like this. Connect it to that sleeve opening part. Now you are done connecting it. You want to curve this your sleeve part, so you go ahead and curve it in. You'll be seeing how I'll be curving mine in like this. So just go ahead and curve it in like this. So just look at what I'm doing and do the same thing. So go ahead and curve it in like this. Now the next thing I'm going to be doing, since I've not marked the neck depth for the front, I'll go ahead and mark the neck depth. So for my front neck depth, I'm going to be working with 3 inches for my front neck depth. So I'll go ahead and connect it to the neck width as well. Then I will be removing this pin here to pin it at the center. So the next thing we are going to be doing is to cut it out. So the first neckline you're going to be cutting is the back neckline. So after cutting your back neckline, you go ahead and cut out your shoulder. Then you cut the remaining piece of your fabric. So just watch as what I'm doing and repeat the same thing for yours. So I'll just go ahead and cut it out like this. So this is what it's looking like. So the next thing you're going to be doing now, after arranging this, is to go ahead and remove your pins. So guys, I use a lot of pins to hold this down. So go ahead and remove your pin and remove one piece of this fabric. So when you remove one piece, you are just removing the back part of this particular dress. Now go ahead and rearrange your fabric because you want to cut out the front neck line as well. Just go ahead and rearrange your fabric and go ahead and cut out your front neckline of 3 inches. So this is what I'm cutting. I remember that I've already took that measurement already on the first fabric. Now since I've cut out my front neckline, I want to also cut out the slits that will be at the front parts, at the center part of this my front neckline. So I went down by 2.5 inches for that slit. Then I'll just go ahead and use my scissors and measure and cut it out. So I went down by 2.5 inches for the slit at the front and I open it out. So this is what it's looking like. So guys, we will go ahead and cut out facing for this particular gown. So these are the facing. Guys, I've gone ahead and cut out the facing already. So this is for the front part. So this is a facing for the front. So you go ahead and place the right side of the facing the right side of your dress like so. Then you go ahead and stitch it down like this. So the same thing you did for the front, we'll go ahead and repeat it for the back. So this is our back facing as well. This is our back facing. The next thing I'll go ahead and do is place the right side facing each other as well, and I'll also go ahead and stitch it down. So guys, I'm done stitching this facing to the main fabric, as you can see. So this is the front part. So the next thing I'm going to do is to notch. So please make sure you notch your facing. It helps your facing to relax, especially when you are sewing a curvy part. So just go ahead and notch out that part that you stitch for your facing. Please notch it very close to where you sew, but don't cut through. At that part that you curve that V part, please notch it very well. Notch it very close to the part that you stitch, but please be careful so that you won't cut through that thread that you have stitched already. So this is what we are going to be doing. So after notching it, we are going to go ahead and stop stitch on it. So you also go ahead and make another stitch, the top stitching. So guys, we are going to be repeating the same thing for the back part. So this is the back part. So this is the back part, and this is what it's looking like. Just go ahead and notch it through. After notching it, you go ahead and top stitch as well. So guys, I'm done stop stitching, and I've turned now the facing, and I also went ahead to give it a nice press. So this is I've done that to the back part, and I'm also doing the same thing to the front part as well. So see what the front part is looking like. Make sure that you bring it out very well. The pointy part, you bring it out and you go ahead and iron it out. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to fold my fabric into two like this. So I'll go ahead and fold the front part into two. So I'll go ahead and fold the front part into two. Guys, I'm folding but the front part into two, not the both, just the front piece of our fabric. So I want to mark where we are going to be attaching our rope. So this particular bubu gown has a rope inside, a sort of a belt that will help you to snatch. So I went ahead and marked from my shoulder to my waist, which is 16 inches. Then from that, my center part, I'll go ahead and mark my waist circumference divided by 4. So when I divide my waist by 4, I marked what I have at that center part. Then I use pin to portray it so that I can remark it at the other part of the dress as well. Now I'll go ahead and open it up like this. I hope you guys understand what I said. Then I will be attaching my rope here. So I'll be attaching my rope at that point like this. I'll be attaching the other one to at the other point like this as well. So once I'm done pinning this down, I'll be taking it to my sewing machine to sew it. So guys, I'm done doing that for this front part. Now the next thing is to introduce our back piece, and we are going to go ahead and join the back and the front shoulder together. So just go ahead and join the back and the front shoulder together like this, as you can see. Then after doing that, you go ahead and close that your sleeve opening part. So go ahead and fold it in like this, as you can see, for it to be neat. Then after folding it, please, you go ahead and close the sides of your dress. So now it's for us to close the sides of our dress. So guys, I'm done folding that sleeve part, and I've also go ahead to close my dress. So when I was doing that, I said to sew close to fold the down part of my dress. Now I'll go ahead and open it up like this. Then I'll be folding it into two again. Now when I'm folding it into two, I'm making sure that the front part is up, because we want to form our drape. So we want to mark where that front drape is going to be. So I fold my fabric into two, and I went ahead and make sure that I have the front part on that. The front part is the one facing me. So I want to mark where we'll be putting our pressing button. So the first thing I did was to mark from my shoulder to my waist. Now you may want to come down by 1 inches for that, but mine, I still maintain my waist line. So I still maintain where my waist was. So I mark from my shoulder to my waist. So after marking that, I go ahead and divide my bust span by 2. That means I divide my bust span by 2 and I add 1 inches to it. So from the center part, when I divide my bust span, which is 7 by 2, I have 3.5. Then adding 1 inches to it, I have 4.5 inches. So I mark 4.5 inches from the center and going inward to my dress, to the side of my dress. Now from that first point, you will be going down by 9 inches. So this depends on how full you want your drape to be. If you want it smaller, you can go down by 6 inches, but I make use of 9 inches. Then from that point I mark 9 inches. Also go ahead and mark 4.5 inches from the center. Then we'll go ahead and add our pressing button to those 2 points that we marked. So to those 2 points that we marked, go ahead and add your pressing button. So I'll using my needle and my hand and my thread to do that. So guys, I'm done adding it. This is what it's looking like. So I'll go ahead and pin it up like this. So see, this is what is going to form the drape. Now for your neck part, you can decide to add your brow hook to it to secure it into place, or you can just leave it like that. This part is totally optional. So this is what this dress is looking like, guys. So see the drape and see what it's looking like. So I'll go ahead and style it on my dummy for you guys to also see what it looks like. So guys, if this tutorial was something you find helpful, please do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel and join this beautiful family. Thank